Welcome back to Glowing Card. Now, debunking ghost videos with your host, Adam. Hey everybody, welcome back. Couldn't quite figure out a game. I was gonna do GTA 5, but I could do GTA 5, I think, on Kick, maybe Kick and Twitch, but I don't think they'll let me show it on YouTube, which is unfortunate. So I figured, what I'm gonna try to do, I think what I'm gonna try to do, there's been a couple videos that I wanted to make. I wanted to make a video simply to show supply and demand and why communism just doesn't work, and it never will. I mean, it can't. Maholia Barrios 8649, hello, how's it going? So I think I'll just show that, and just it's not even anything political. So I'll do a video of that, I'll post that, but we're gonna do a ghost debunk video tonight because it's getting a little late, and I figured I'll just put that together. We'll watch that. I'll put it together. Depths of Despair has it put together. We're a little behind on Depths of Despair. Nuke's Top 5 surprisingly has no new videos since the beginning of the year. Still, maybe he just doesn't need to do it anymore. The music is copyright free streaming music, hip hop for streamers. You can find it on X Reaper Studios. Here, let me see if I can copy the name of the channel here, post it for everybody. Oh, well, killed the music. Here, hold on though. I will give you the @ This is how you can find it. Paste. You can find it on YouTube at X Reaper Studios. Let me go back. Actually, let's not go back. Let's just start the video. How about that? Let me get into Depths of Despair here.
This is one animal warning.
Dear Lord. This looks different than his normal stuff. It is shorter too. This is newer. I don't know why it looks this way, but it does. Let me go ahead and open the capture. There we go. Here we go. Everyone ready out there? I didn't even open my vertical stream. Let me do that real quick. I'm getting lazy in my old age. Do, 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 do. Now that song's stuck in my head. It's a good song. Alright, there we go. How charged am I? 80? Let's hope. It's harder to get that going on. There you go. I hope that helped. Maholi Barrios. Why that name? I'm just curious. That's an interesting name. Isn't the Barrios like neighborhood in Spanish? Anyway, you don't have to explain. I was just curious. It's kind of an interesting nickname, stuff I don't normally get. All right, we're at it. Let's do it.
Sign you should never ignore.
What do you see? Do you see something? All right, we gotta go. Come on.
On April the 30th of 2026, a girl named Carwis was riding her horse Cadillac.
I don't know what's going on, but there's a guy that is, what the F are you still doing there? And he yells it on Instagram. I like watching him because he has some of the creepiest paranormal videos. A lot of ones I don't think I could explain on this channel. But one of the things he says is, when you know there's something wrong, just get out of there. Why are you still there? And right there, when she's like, "Do you see something? What's going on?" She read something in her horse, and the man, like the horse, was telling her, "Hey, no." And immediately she's like, we're out of here."
Down a trail
Love
deep
it.
into the woods with her dog Pero, when her horse suddenly started behaving strangely, staring off at something in the distance.
What was that? Did you hear that? What do you see? Do you see something? All right, we gotta go. Come on.
Whoa. Hey, listen to me.
It's super slippery.
She hears a sound coming from the woods while her horse stops moving and just stares in the direction of the sounds. Realizing imminent danger, she quickly jumps on her horse and goes back down the trail, while the animals continue behaving strangely. And then she notices a helicopter now circling the area.
What is going on right now?
Maybe this isn't.
What do you see?
Maybe this isn't paranormal. Maybe they're actually looking for a guy that's out here. I don't know. That's creepy though.
Whoa, Caddy. No. Don't do it. Okay, I knew you were.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Caddy, I'm falling. Caddy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa.
Out of nowhere, her horse starts running off the trail, ignoring everything, as Carwis almost falls off.
That
her
is weird.
horse. Eventually,
Horses
they get to an
usually
open
don't do that
area
with a
and end up
rider
back on the trail,
on them.
making their way back when the noises start getting closer.
What was that? Did you hear that? Yeah, you heard that too? Do you see it? It sounded like somebody screaming.
As she quickly hurries out of there, she notices her dog Pero has now gone missing.
Okay. Where's Pero? Pero? Oh no.
Pero! Come here, boy. Where'd you go?
Oh no.
Pero!
Oh no.
See, I wonder how far she is from her car or the trailer or her house, wherever she started from, because right now this is a problem. The dog's missing, and normally you need to get off of the horse to go look for that, for the dog, or maybe turn around, but now you're in kind of this dangerous situation. If the dog is missing, it could be that it's dead, unfortunately, and I hate that scenario. Really hate that scenario. Um, but if that is the case, then the best option might be to just keep riding and get the heck out of there. Um, it's unfortunate, but because you don't know what the case is, you, you would just expect that the dog would be alive. And hopefully it would like hear you calling from it. Dogs have great hearing, and if you're calling for the dog at even at some distance, it should start coming back to you. And maybe that's what's happening. It's just a distance off. And I noticed the dog was missing in the last cut before she actually noticed it. So the dog's been gone for a while now.
After some time, she manages to find Pero and continues down the trail.
My holy, have a good night's sleep. Hopefully this didn't creep you out too much. There's nothing paranormal that I've seen in this video yet. She's just hearing some weird noises and the horse is acting strangely.
As it starts to get dark outside. As they keep moving, Cadillac's ears stay perked up the whole time on high alert of something lurking out there.
Cadillac's been acting weird and keeping his.
No problem. Yeah, everybody out there, don't be afraid to comment. Share this out. Make sure we're growing the channel. We just hit 240 on the viewership, so it's growing. We got about in the last 2 or 3 days, we've probably got about 15 subscribers, so starting to really build the audience. All right, let's keep going.
Really perked up and forward this whole ride, so I wonder if he's been listening to something that I haven't been able to hear.
Smooth jazz. He loves smooth jazz. He's been listening to to it the whole time. Actually, he's been listening to that awesome hip-hop beat at the beginning of my stream.
But there's no telling. We're just trying to get home at this point.
As they keep getting further out, the noises finally stop.
Well, whatever it was, I think we got away from it finally.
Where's her dog?
I haven't been hearing any weird noises anymore.
Seeing as she heard someone scream and noises approaching, and her horse was wary of something in the distance.
See, if you notice in this is where I noticed her dog isn't there. So she looks back, her dog's not there. She looks forward, her dog's not there. By this point, her dog is missing. She doesn't realize it. Right? Let me back it up and show you that again.
I haven't been hearing any weird noises anymore.
Dog's not there right now either.
Seeing as she heard someone scream
No dog.
and noises approaching, and her horse was wary of something in the distance.
No dog.
Yeah, you heard that too?
Many people believe it wasn't an animal, but something.
Still no dog.
worse, and that you should always trust your animal's instincts. But let me know what you think.
What? Wait! Wait! What happened to the dog? Is the dog okay? Dude! Okay, seriously, I had to call out to the community here. If the girl that made this video sees me reacting to it, would you please let me know, or if anybody knows if the dog is okay, please let me know. I mean, I'm wondering if she had to leave it out there overnight, or if the dog came back, or what happened.
A trap. Two girls are in their car at night, scared and forced to call the police after something terrifying happened.
Emergency, what service?
Police. There was liquid coming out of it.
In the following video, two friends decided to use the Randonautica app late at night to see if it actually worked. For those who don't...
One other thing. In that first video, there's nothing paranormal about that video, by the way. Animals that were just acting weird and some noises from the forest. Nothing paranormal necessarily about any of that.
Oh no, Randonautica is an app where you set an intention and the app gives you a random set of coordinates to explore not too far from your location based on the intent you set, and it's usually something creepy. In this case, the two friends set their intent as unsolved mystery. So on this occasion, the app took the two girls to the middle of nowhere, and when they arrived at the location, they captured something chilling.
I know exactly where it is, and it's like a one-way dirt track.
It's sending us down this random road.
Wait, let's just check the door. What the...
Oh my god, no.
First of all, why are you doing this at night? I mean, this, like, unsolved mystery, that's something you want to do. You want to start out like 10 in the morning and have the sun blazing over your head at noon when you see this.
No, turn around. There's a fucking suitcase. Jasmine, no. Jasmine, no, turn around! What?
What?
No,
I don't know what to
just
do.
keep going, it's
Did
fine.
you get it? Did you
yes,
get it?
I
Did
got
you
it,
get
just keep going.
Because that's a bloody suitcase.
Okay. Well, I hope it didn't really have blood in it or a body. But, like, sorry, it's just, again, nothing paranormal. It is weird. It's strange that there's a suitcase out there, but there's nothing paranormal about this.
With like plastic and twigs. I swear it had like plastic wrapped around it.
Find us, sister.
Don't do that, I thought you saw something to my right.
No. Basically, it has just sent us to a location with a suitcase.
Right on the side of the road by their designated location, they found a suitcase with a liquid flowing out of it.
You can barely see it. And like, what's the liquid? It looks like water, or you can't tell what it is. It could be maple syrup for all we know, or honey, or water, or anything. Beer. What a crime. Beer.
Scared of what they might find inside, they don't dare get out to investigate, knowing that there have been similar cases in the past, where the Randonautica coordinates led to the discovery of a body, so they decide to report it to the police.
Emergency, what service?
Police. there was liquid coming out of it, and we didn't know if that was like something we should report or not.
So tell me about the suitcase.
It was. We've actually got a video of it.
Yeah, we've got
Would
a
it
photo of it.
The police came and retrieved the suitcase, but they never disclosed what the contents inside of the luggage was. However, when the two girls replayed the footage, they noticed something utterly terrifying. Behind the tall grass, a creepy figure can be seen hiding in the back, blending.
Okay. I don't know if that's paranormal or if that's more grass. It really gives me the feeling that it's a headlight going further into the background, and it's just more grass, and one part of it seems to be a little taller than the rest. That looks like more grass to me. That doesn't look paranormal or like a figure or anything like that.
in
I get why they think that, but to me, this is nothing.
while just watching them. It's unclear if it's a humanoid creature or actually a person, but some people think it was a man in a ghillie suit, using the suitcase and random
That could be, but it looked like just grass or something. I don't think there's anything paranormal necessarily about that.
nautica coordinates as a trap.
Rex rocks. Rutro. How you doing, Rex? Nice to see you on stream. What's happening? We're going through some videos and analyzing them. Really trying to get if something is truly paranormal or not. Most of the stuff I've seen, most of the stuff I see is not paranormal. And I kind of explain why I think the way I do. Like on this one, it looks like your headlights are just hitting grass that's further back. I don't think it's paranormal. I think you may have come in right as I was saying that. So, yeah, that's really what we're doing tonight. I'll probably play, you know what I have? I have Mouse PI. So I'll probably play some more of that tomorrow or actually on Friday. And then we'll see what happens on Saturday. But I'm looking for something more massive to play so I can play through like a lot of content. We're starting to grow as a channel too. Just said we got 240 subs. So that's pretty good. We just crossed another 10 count. So that's great.
To lure clueless victims.
I still cannot explain it. I do not know what that is. What is that?
It looks like grass. It's grass.
It's an outline of whatever this is. Tell me that does not look like the same thing.
Does it?
I'm at... Like, I can't.
You're out of your mind, lady.
I can't. This is the police call, by the way. As you can see.
I agree. It's grass. It's grass. It's 1 a.m. Well, it's not quite 11 where I am, so you must be East Coast. Welcome. From New York or Florida or wherever you're from over there, Maine, North Carolina, South Carolina, wherever you're at. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please subscribe and share this out so other people can also find us. Oh, my headphones are low battery. Are you kidding me? Yeah, let's just play some more of this.
We are calling the police by this time, and out the window, I checked multiple times and I did not see anything. If that is the same thing, it would have followed up.
Maholy, I thought you were going to bed. You came back? Am I that addictive? You like this face? You like this beard? It's an awesome beard. I know that. All right. Enough of that. I did make myself laugh. You're from America. Well, that narrows it down. You don't have to tell where you're from. We were just talking about time zones because Rex Rock said it was 1 a.m. where he was. So I know that's East Coast somewhere. Anywhere from Maine to Florida. So that doesn't really narrow it down either, which is fine. But I'm in the mountain time zone, which is 11 right now.
Us from the location to the place we made the police call, which is probably about a few miles.
1 second, I gotta adjust this. I gotta plug this headset in. 1 second.
The two girls believe the app is connected to a human trafficking ring, and many people also believe it is linked to the dark web. If so, had the two girls stepped out of the car to investigate the suitcase?
I don't disagree that that's probably true with the app that they were using. That app is problematic. There have been actual bodies found. That's true. I've seen the video where they actually find a suitcase which is kind of on these rocks that are next to a river or maybe an ocean, and there's a body in it. And then they have to report that to the police. It's gross.
Who knows what could have happened to them? Police call. A man is seen talking with a police officer after something horrifying happened that he couldn't explain.
And that is scary. Like, that gave me chills the first few times.
This is I have seen this. I think he played this on another one. I think we watched this the other day. This guy is dealing with his ex-wife who seems to be possessed. So he's talking to the police, so he's making a case so that the children don't have to go back to the mother. What you're going to hear is kind of disturbing and chilling. Just FYI, not safe for work notification.
Right.
I don't know how scared I have to actually be.
This man had to call the police over his ex-wife, thinking someone may be doing something bad to her, or that something is happening.
Welcome
with
to
her
all 12
after
of
he
you who
received
just
some
showed up.
very disturbing voicemails. Watch close.
You're coming in, all of you who just came in, you're coming in at the really spooky time. This guy's getting ready to play his ex-wife on his. She left him voicemails, and I think she's possessed. I do think this is paranormal, and I think she is possessed. Listen to this.
I'm just wanting to document everything that's going on. So I'm pulling up. This is from last night. Did you saw the email I sent you?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you want to go through these again, but I don't know if you listen to them. They're fucking scary.
Clearly something's going on with her.
Sorry, I had to take the headset off for a second to make sure I was charging it.
That's not normal behavior.
I don't know how you make your voice sound like that.
Right. Wanted to file charges on you or Camila for dropping the kids off to her parents' house when nobody was there. And I'm like, and she was claiming that it's neglect, and I'm like, that's not neglect. You know, the kids are old enough, I think,
Saturday,
you know.
Sunday. So we didn't even have kids sex.
But she's talking back like.
This was something happened prior.
Which was never reported.
This is new. And maybe I saw it on a different stream. Depths of Despair is good because he'll show you the entire thing, so you get more information here. You get the entire story.
Then
It's clear that the ex-wife has her complaints about him, but after the voicemails she sent him, he is in fear of her. And after the police officer hears it, she suggests he gets a no-contact order.
So who has the kids right now?
They're at school. They're in my custody.
Okay, so you had them last night when these voicemails were coming in?
And I saw them this morning. And that is scary. Like, that gave me chills the first few times. And I was talking to my barber today. It's at what point does she decide to do something actually crazy?
Right.
I don't know how scared I have to actually be.
It really sounds like you need to proceed with like a no contact order.
Yeah.
But I mean, that doesn't sound like she's in her right state of mind at all. No. So it's like
if she had my kids last night, I would be really fucking scared.
Absolutely,
I would be calling you to go check on them because I couldn't tell if that was my daughter screaming for help or what the that noise is.
Right.
So I'd be freaking out. Luckily they were with me and I'm not concerned about them, but they are going to go back with her.
All right, do me a favor and play them. Just because I have what you sent me, and I'll submit those already, camera. But just to put them on camera, yeah.
She could be saying you're a lie right there, but you need to get an exorcist in there. And if you guys got divorced because of something or some things she was doing after the exorcism and she gets clean, you might try to make it work after that because the enemy and the devil are really good at splitting up families. So I highly would recommend on one, getting a priest in there, getting an exorcist, getting something to cast that out of her, and then trying to see what happens after that.
His ex-wife's voice can
I got goosebumps on that last one. There, it's either mental illness or possession. I think this is possession, personally. So that is just some creepy sounds coming from that phone.
be heard changing multiple times throughout the video.
Go Broncos! Bo Nix, the most underrated quarterback currently playing in the league right now.
And he thinks it sounds like she's possessed. She has no prior history of drug usage, and this strange behavior supposedly came out of nowhere. Sometimes she's asking for help, and sometimes she says she's already dead, while also speaking in tongues. He is mainly worried about the kids going back with her once it's her time to take custody of them. And after hearing the voicemails, the police officer agreed, and are now proceeding with a physical arrest. So is she in need of an exorcism?
Wow, that's some nice AI. What is this, Depths of Despair? Holy crap.
Whatever the case, hopefully she gets some help. But we may never know. Now on July 31st of 2022.
If anybody finds out, if anybody watches this video and finds out what happened to that lady, the ex-wife, please let me know in the comments. I'm really interested on what the follow-up to that would be. And also on the first video, if anybody knows what happened to that dog, or if she got her dog back and it just came to her towards the end of that video, let me know.
A 17-year-old named Mackenzie Sharilla was driving a Toyota Camry in Strongsville, Ohio, with her 19-year-old boyfriend Dominic Russo and their 20-year-old friend Davian Flanagan. Mackenzie and Dominic had been in a toxic relationship, with her making threats in the past, including threatening to crash the car with them and accelerate it to over 100. It is believed that, including threatening to crash
accidentally
the
hit
car
the key
with them inside. Well, on this night, it is believed that an argument broke out in the car, and she accelerated to over 100 miles per hour before steering off-road and wreaking havoc. The two other passengers passed away, but Mackenzie survived and was seen posting TikToks partying months later with no remorse. However, during her arrest, something chilling was captured on police body cam. Watch closely.
I'm Detective Jesus. I'm the one who's been investigating the crash. You're under arrest for aggravated murder ×2, okay? Watch your head going in. Don't. I'm not gonna hurt you. You okay?
After she is sat in the police car, her disembodied voice is heard whispering, "She killed us." Many people believe this was the two victims clearly trying to make it known that she took their lives. Mackenzie was found guilty of 12 felony counts, including murder, and was sentenced 15 years to life in prison, and will not be eligible for parole until 2037. So are the victims trying to let the police know the truth? Let me know what.
It's 2037. So 11 years from now, whenever she was arrested, I don't know what the date of this arrest was. Hey, it should say on the body cam. Let's go back.
Body cam. Watch
It
close.
doesn't. Usually it says on the body cam.
Mackenzie was found guilty of 12 felony counts, including murder, and was sentenced 15 years to life in prison, and will not be eligible for parole until 2037. So are the victims trying to let the police know the truth? Let me know what you think.
She seemed remorseful in the car. But maybe it was just that she knew she was going to jail for a long time.
Watching over. A woman named Devon and her husband had a daughter who was always excited, but as she grew older by the month, they started to notice a change in her behavior. Sometimes she stares off into an empty space, and sometimes she is seen laughing alone late at night in her bed, and even playing as if someone else was there with her. One night the security camera captured this incident, and then she realized what it was.
I didn't hear that. I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing the other child's voice when it says that. It's blending into the laughter. So I'm just not hearing it. I did hear a loud snap there, a smack or something.
It's late at night, but their daughter is wide awake, laughing and calling out the name Jada twice. Jada is actually the older sister of the girl in the video, who can be heard replying yeah to her name being called. But the thing is, Jada passed away at age 3 back in 2017, and her younger daughter is only 15 months old, so she never met Jada or knows who she is.
And so does my family, but I've never talked to her directly about her. She's only 15 months, so obviously I do plan to tell her about her, eventually show her pictures, videos, and all that. With her being only 15 months old, it's not something that I've even thought about doing yet.
The next day after this, she showed her a picture of Jada, and her younger daughter smiled and said Jada, recognizing her face to be the girl she plays with.
The next day, I did show her a picture of Jada, and she smiled so big. I was like, Jada! So it's just so crazy. I honestly think I'm still just in shock.
Devon believes her daughter Jada is watching over her younger daughter from the afterlife. The following video was taken by a security camera inside this girl's bedroom. Caitlin was fast asleep at 3 a.m. when she's abruptly woken up by something out of nowhere.
Unfortunately, I don't know if any of that is paranormal. The first part of that looks like her hand's moving, or something's moving her hand. It virtually amounts to the same thing. You can't tell what's causing the movement other than her. It looks like her hand moves. And then when she actually shifts because she woke up, when she starts to shift, that's when there's another reaction from the bed. I don't know if there's anything paranormal about that either. You can't really tell where her legs are underneath and how she might be shifting and how that might be affecting the covers. So again, I'm not convinced this is paranormal.
Caitlin is asleep when a shadow that looks like a hand appears and suddenly grabs her. Caitlin reacts, but still barely awake, she doesn't notice anything strange. You can even see the hand move away from her and then lifts up the covers as she sleeps, causing her to wake up. She believes it was the spirit of her husband visiting her from the afterlife and comforting her, as he once mentioned loving her forever and beyond. So are those really family members looking after their loved ones?
This seems demonic. If that's really what was going on, I still am not fully sure of what was happening there. It still looked like her hand to me. And then it moves away as she's moving. It looks like her hand it looks like her hand and her hand to me. Maybe it's a disembodied hand, but it's too easy to discount that.
From beyond? Or is it something sinister trying to take advantage during vulnerable times?
And I know some of your comments will be like, well, it looks weird. The movement looks weird. Yeah, it looks weird. But can you fully tell me that something she's doing isn't causing it? Because to me, I mean, the movement is moving when she moves. So to me, she's causing this.
You judge. If you have any video recommendations, you can send them over to depthsofdespairbusiness@gmail.com.
Be sure to subscribe to Depths of Despair if you like this content. We're behind 3 videos. Some might do 1 or 2 more of these. What time is it? 11? Oh, we might do another one of these tonight. We could double up.
Security camera. On May the 20th of 2026, a mother named...
The night vision and making the eyes glow like that is always creepy to me to begin with.
Tara noticed something chilling captured on the security camera in her daughter's bedroom after receiving a motion alert. It's 1:47 a.m. when something woke up her daughter and she sees this.
This, to me, is more of an unnatural movement. I don't know how the daughter could have caused the blanket to rise up from the corner like that, as if it's being pulled. I mean, they could have put a little bit of fishing string on there or faked it, but I don't think so in this case. I mean, I don't like it when it shows videos of children because one of two things is true. Either there's something paranormal actually going on and messing with a child, and that's pretty sinister. Or it's fake and somebody's using the child to get views and likes and shares and stuff. So that is also not great, in my opinion. Being that it's like 1:40 or 2 a.m. or whatever, and the daughter is experiencing this, I tend to believe more the paranormal versus the fake here. Especially the way that blanket moves. It looks like it's pulled almost straight up. Not that you couldn't have one of those plant hangers hooked in the ceiling and have some fishing string tied to that, but I think it would reflect in the night vision probably. So, and I'm not seeing anything. This actually could be paranormal. I think we have our first actual paranormal video of the night. What do you... Holy moly. It took us a long time to get here. The audio for this is not the best, but you can clearly hear some stuff that is happening in the room. I don't know. Again, it's either paranormal or there's somebody in the room with her. Either way, it's not good.
Tara's daughter woke up after the strange noises she had been hearing in the room. Afraid, she curls up under the covers. Then the duvet suddenly moves upwards on its own, and you can see it's not the girl who does this, because after she got up, it happened again. If she had been the one who moved it, you would have seen the covers move on her end and the pillow, but the pillow just stays still. Other strange sounds are also heard, which are initially what woke her up, and a voice is heard that sounds like an old woman. Then an orb is seen flying across the room right after that. Now Tara lives in...
I never put any faith in orbs, mainly because you can't tell, like, three-dimensionally where that orb is or what it is. If it's truly an orb, or if it's just a piece of dust floating by the camera really closely or further away. Who knows? Or if it really is an orb. I've seen dust particles flowing by the camera that look just like that. Exactly like that. So I never trust orbs on camera, ever.
her nan's house, who passed away just over a year ago. So she believes this is her nan visiting her daughter. But as always, I'll let you make your own conclusion.
Could be, but generally it's paranormal. I mean demonic. Well, both. Usually when you're talking about paranormal, you're talking about demonic. Generally, you're not going to have loved ones or anything that have come back. This generally is going to be demonic. Now, there have been times where it seems like it's a relative, it seems benign. But even so, who's the master of lies? Let's think about it. Let's just think about it a little bit, and you make your own call. Let me know in the comments what you think. Bonus!
In the dark.
Bonus!
On May the 7th of 2026, a man just stopped at 7-Eleven.
The ears on this guy. Oh my god. They're not huge, but boy, they're out there.
And was heading back up to his dorm room alone.
Grow your hair.
2 a.m.
He needs to grow his hair around those ears. Oh my god. That haircut.
But the moment he entered, he saw something unsettling.
อันนี้คือตีสองนะคือลงไปเซเว่นมาพอนี่สิ่งที่ปิดประตูแล้วเข้ามานี่ไม่ได้ตัดต่อเลยนะเลขหนึ่งเลขสองเลขสามเลขสี่ห้าหนึ่งสองสามสี่ห้าจริงจังขอบจริงการกลับเข้าห้องมาให้ปิดไฟนะ
Okay, I'm waiting for that shadow to move or do something, because right now it could just be that it could be something that burned in from the sun or something like that. It seems like it's just a fixed darker or thicker part of the blind right there. Now I have a feeling it is going to move, so we'll see what happens here. Let me see the comment. El Gato 7X70, hello. The cat.
The moment he turns the light off, a dark shadow figure is seen through the window just standing on the balcony, but it's quite high up from the ground. Thinking it might have been a thief who climbed onto the balcony, he stays by the door for a while, but then he musters the courage to go and check it out.
โอเคแล้วจะไปดูด้านนอกนะคือมองอย่างเงี้ยก็ไม่มีอะไรนะเนี่ยอันนี้เปิดประตูด้านนอกนะอันนี้คือที่เปิดตะกี้ตรงนี้เนี่ยคือด้านนอก
Well, what's behind you? What's the other way? I got a feeling this could be fake because he's just showing that side of it, And right now, if there's somebody off camera to the left or even behind him, they could be coming into the room right now and hiding out of the way. So this could have actually been somebody out there, like they are in tandem faking this video. I hate that. I hate it.
อันนี้ทีสอง
Okay. He kind of showed the other side there.
Opening the door, he immediately finds nobody on the balcony and has no explanation for what this.
So it is a balcony. So it's going out. It's just a little area. There should be no other way in or out from that space. But this doesn't preclude his friend being out there before he started the video and the light on and off. What happens now when he lays back down in bed and shuts off the light? Is this figure still there or what?
This might be, so he tries to replicate what he saw that night, but no matter what he does, the shadow figure is not there.
Interesting. Now he's not seeing. I see that you can kind of see through that too, by the way. So that probably was some sort of shadow, but it's tough because if you've, and especially since you don't know where that light source is coming in from outside, there could be, I mean, it could have been a moth on the light itself, casting that shadow in such a way it made that shadow figure there too. That can happen. I've seen that.
And the question remains, just what was standing on his balcony at 2 a.m.? Let me know your thoughts on this one. Now an Uber Eats driver.
I mean, did it look like it moved or do anything? It didn't. I didn't see any movement or anything. Of course, it's gone later, so it's definitely not like something that was on the burned into the slats or anything from the window part of it. So, yeah, definitely weird. You want to do another one, chat? I think we should do one more. Well, we got 4 likes, but it looks like everybody left. Bye everyone. Hi everyone. Thank you for coming. Um, be sure to subscribe. Real quick, we're gonna stop the thing. We're gonna switch over to another video. I think we can just do another one. Yeah, let's do another one. I think we have time. All right. So I do wonder if the latest one is the same girl with the dog because it looks like she's riding a horse, but it looks like a different horse because the mane is black and the one we just watched, the mane was the same color as the horse. So maybe not. And it'd be weird, like, same. I don't know. I'm still just wondering about the dog. Real quick, I'm just gonna do I'm gonna do a quick search on it. I'm just curious if she ever finds the dog. Nah, there's nothing. Nothing. Yeah, not seeing anything. I am seeing some creepy news stories about a woman who went missing riding a horse in Montana who later found deceased. All right. Let's see here. Well, it looks like we got 2. Is that count currently correct? 242? Thank you guys for the subscribes tonight. Really appreciate that. Channel does seem to be growing fairly quickly. Get in early, get in often, subscribe, tell your friends, all that stuff. All right. There's 10 scary ghost stories. This one's only 25 minutes, so it's only 3 minutes longer. What is this? This looks like a video game that somebody's playing. 10 Scary Ghosts. This is the same channel, right? This is Depths of Despair. This looks fake. Okay. If this is a video game, I swear we are not watching
this creepy lullaby play.
All right. Here we go. We're going back in to the Depths of Despair. We're double dipping tonight, guys. You got a bonus footage on the stream. So let's take a look. And for anybody still on, be sure you subscribe, hit that thumbs up, like, and share us out so other people can do the same. Just crossed 240 subs, so awesome. Let me show the screen and let's get into it on the second video.
Every night at exactly 3 a.m. On June the 1st of 2026, a woman living alone is fast asleep in her bedroom when all of a sudden she's woken up at exactly 3 a.m. by a creepy...
Did he say June 1st, 2026?
On June the 1st of 2026, a woman living alone is fast asleep in her bedroom.
1 month
when
ago?
All of a sudden, she's woken up at exactly 3 a.m. by a creepy lullaby playing from an old radio. And it's been happening since the beginning of May. But on this occasion, something even more deeply unsettling happens.
So if you don't do anything about it, it escalates. It just gets worse and worse. So call a priest, get rid of the radio, give it to the church so they can properly... Normally haunted items like that can't be destroyed because there's a lot of metal and stuff like that. It might get melted down, but it'll get buried on holy ground, on blessed ground, and then it's inert after that. It doesn't affect things after that. So, yeah, Catholics seem to know what they're doing. Let's take it to the church.
Watch closely.
I didn't have to watch closely to see that creepiness. Holy crap. Why? Why'd you let it get that far? This seems, I'm sorry, this seems fake. There's definitely inertia and physicality there. This doesn't look paranormal to me. It looks like she had a friend under her bed that slid out and all this creepiness. I don't know. The smile. As if it knows it's being filmed. Like, that's like the perfect angle. If you knew you were going to get being filmed, this is what you would do. And then that smile. Did it smile? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's creepy how that smile stretches. See, if you notice, like, the creepy thing was supposed to go all the way out of sight, but part of the sleeve is still there. If this were truly haunted and it wanted to... I mean, even the girl sitting up seems almost an act at this point. Does that seem like real crying to you? That seems like fake crying. So, sorry, I'm not buying any of this. I'm not buying it. And I can't believe you still have that creepy clock in your bedroom that goes off at 3 every night. I would have smashed that thing on the wall. I would have gotten rid of it. I would have done something, right? This seems like an entire setup to me. You can even kind of still see a little bit of that sleeve there. See, if there's a little bit of that sleeve, she looked down. She should have seen it. And she acted like, oh, I don't see anything. No, I just don't. I'm sorry, I don't buy any of this. Does this not seem like an act still? Are there batteries in it? Take the batteries out. Why didn't you try to turn it on to a different radio station and then turn it off and see if that worked too? I know I'm thinking too much like an IT. Turn it off and turn it back on, or turn it on and turn it off and turn it on again. See, to me, it just this has been going on for a month. A month. I can tell you, night one, you think, okay, that's weird. You let it play out, you see what happens. Okay, whatever. Night two happens. Now you got to start doing something about it. That clock radio, whatever it is, out. Get out. Yeah, no, done.
She mentions that night she heard a knock under her bed, but when she looked, she didn't find anything there. But that is what prompted her to review the footage in the first place, leaving her horrified to see a figure under her bed. Unbeknownst to her at the time, a creepy pale figure slid out from underneath her bed, before slowly rotating and sliding back under as she sits up on her bed. Now, the reason she didn't just throw the old radio away this whole time is because it actually belonged to her grandmother and was her favorite antique radio, and she passed away not too long ago, so the woman kept the radio to remember her grandmother. At first, she thought the lullaby was...
Look, I get that. I understand that, right? I get it. But you don't have to keep it in your room. Right? Keep it somewhere in your house if you really want. Or put it in storage and go get it every once in a while, whenever you feel the need to listen to it. But don't keep it in your... Don't... Ugh. Would any of you have done that? Would any of you have done that? I wouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. She seems stupid to me.
Her grandmother comforting her from beyond, but she had never played this lullaby before, and no matter what she did, the radio wouldn't stop playing it until the lullaby was over, even though it was turned off. She could only cry every night as it happened. This all started after she bought a vintage porcelain doll from a street market in Indonesia. She has no idea what it is, but one thing we can be sure of is that this is not her grandmother. The school.
Well, I agree on that.
A school custodian is alone at the school when the alarm suddenly goes off on its own.
To be fair, those alarms can be set to go off like drills, and I think they are set per the 12-hour clock. So it can go another 12 hours. So if they wanted to do it at like 1 in the afternoon and do a scheduled fire drill at 1 and run that in school, they just set it for 1. And then the clock until somebody turned it off, every 1 o'clock it would go off. So 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. At our school, we had 2 fire drills back-to-back days because somebody forgot to shut it off. So day 2, it was unexpected. Day 1, they had scheduled it. So just something that can happen. I don't know if that's what caused this, but it can be set.
A school custodian has been working late-night shifts alone inside this elementary school in Albuquerque, New Mexico for the last 6 years.
Albuquerque.
And during that time, many strange things have been happening inside the school. The school itself was built over Native American burial grounds, and whenever they do works on the grounds or trees nearby, strange events in the school seem to get worse. Late one night, she captures a door opening on its own.
I just walked out here and put my car back, and this door's being weird. It was opening and closing by itself. And there it goes again. What the fuck?
Isn't this one of those doors that can open on its own? There's probably a button on the wall, right? Maybe it's malfunctioning.
I don't know why the door is doing this. It shouldn't be doing this. You can.
It looks slow even for one of those auto doors. So, but it does look like this is one of those that you press the button on the wall and it opens on its own.
And shut the door now and stop messing. Oh my god.
The door opens and closes
On the reflection, you can see she is by herself.
by herself, and shortly afterwards, she's in the sports hall recording her late-night work routine when she captures something undeniably chilling. Watch closely.
So I guess there'll be no vacuuming and sweeping today. I got this set up in the gym today, so what the fuck?
She's pretty brave to go check it out. Like, she's alone in there in the whole school.
There's nobody in here. Oh my gosh. There's nobody in here. This is locked too. Nobody.
They got a lot of storage in there. That's pretty cool.
What the fuck?
Look at the drawers that are open and stuff too. If it's paranormal, these drawers are probably opening and shutting on their own.
Make sure this is stamped. That's fucking scary. Alright, well, I'm good. I'm getting out of here. I ain't got a mop and sweep anyway.
A strange knocking is heard coming from inside the locked room, but as she opens it and the next door inside, there's nobody there. But the moment she walks out, the door slams shut on its own, and the knocks are heard again. At this point, she's had enough and just leaves for the night.
Yeah.
But the question remains.
Excuse me.
Just what is causing the strange activity inside the school? We may never know. We've seen lots of creepy videos in the woods, but now I bring you Where Dolls Hang, a psychological survival horror game inspired by a real-life location in Mexico that places players in the role of a detective trapped inside a haunting, living forest filled with disturbing secrets. You must examine bodies, collect clues, and document your findings.
Think I should play that, chat? Maybe I'll play this game.
Customize your boat and travel to different locations in search of answers.
I do hate alligators and snakes and sharks. Not really thrilled with seeing that in the game.
Hello? Anyone there?
Wishlist the game now on Steam. Link in description.
So it's not even out yet, so I don't think I'll play through it.
And pinned comment. The Mimic. Amoroso lives with his wife and 2 kids and has been experiencing strange activity around the house for a long time now. One night, the children are both asleep upstairs and it's exactly 3:33 a.m. when they start hearing something utterly terrifying. Watch closely.
That sounds like a cat outside wailing. Like, sometimes cats do the caterwauling thing and they wail like that at night. And that's why, like in the comic book Garfield, you see Garfield doing that out on the fence and people throwing shoes and alarm clocks and stuff at him to get him to stop.
3:33, no mames. Y se escucha clarito, ¿eh?
Sí, ahora soy como la bebé, como la niña.
Es como si estuviera llorando ella, ¿verdad?
Sí. Es su llanto.
That sounds like a cat to me. Sorry, this sounds like a cat. I don't think this is paranormal. There were more paranormal things about that last video than this one. Oh, this guy's had several videos. This had, like, we watched one the other night where it's like his own voice and then him walking around. They have a camera in the house and they see on camera him walking, but he's in that room where you see them now. So definitely some paranormal activity seems to be happening here, and things just, it keeps happening. So it adds up more and more to be paranormal versus fakery. But this one does sound like a cat to me.
Voy a bajar a la máquina, güey. Es que cada cosa. Oye. Voy a tener que salir.
She looks bored. I hope this really, he hasn't been faking the whole thing. But look at her face. I mean, that could be concern. I don't know, but it seems more like boredom.
No, amigos, ya es bien tarde, ya mis hijos ya están dormidos.
claramente los sonidos que hace mi hija cuando llora.
So this is, yeah, this, I'm pretty sure this is the same guy. This looks like the same setup with the mimic. So this could be more mischievous behavior by that same mimic or entity if this is paranormal. It is weird, and I can't really explain it other than it still, to me, sounds like a cat just going off.
Siempre dejamos focos prendidos, pero Padre Santo.
So you can actually hear like the intake of breath there that actually sounds more like a child, that ha, ha, and then the cry again. Father, Son, Holy Spirit, yeah.
Padre Santo, la sangre de Cristo tiene poder. Padre nuestro que estás en el cielo, santificado sea tu nombre. Venga a nosotros tu reino, venga. Hágase tu voluntad, así en la tierra como en el cielo.
Is there a figure there? Does that look like somebody? Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
As he heads downstairs to the source of the crying sounds, a creepy pale face slowly leans out towards him, causing him to run back upstairs and lock the bedroom door where his family is.
Yeah, that's the same guy. Unfortunately, he probably has something there. He should just move. Get a priest, cleanse it, move. Get out. Do whatever you can.
Right outside.
Right outside.
Jennifer captured something terrifying on her Ring doorbell camera. It's late at night when Jennifer's son was hanging out with his friend at their house, talking and playing games. Realizing it's now past 1:30 a.m., his friend leaves to go home when they see this right outside.
This should be interesting. You see... That was weird. It looked like a light that just floated down.
As Jennifer's son opened the door, the street light in the distance suddenly turned on by itself. Then the rocking chair on their front porch starts rocking on its own as if someone was sitting on it. Even more bizarre, a strange ball of light comes flying across from the left side of the screen and falls right on the side of their pickup truck. The friends see this strange sighting and immediately mention, "What is that?" before hurrying back inside. They have no idea what it was they saw that night.
It's weird. Is that paranormal, though? The rocking chair is weird. I mean, it could be a coincidence that the light comes on. But a lot of times, I have such a static electricity charge around me personally, that street lights will turn off and on throughout my life. The ones that are kind of burning out, that are going on and off generally by themselves, but then kind of pop on or go off more permanently when I'm there, just because the static charge. Could be something similar to that. I don't know. The rocking chair is a little weird, and that light coming down, obviously they could see it, so they were seeing that in real time. I don't know what that was. I mean, it kind of, to me, looked like almost like a sparkler or something that came down and hit. But it's night vision, so, I mean, they could have faked it even, to be honest. And it could have been a drone with a light on it that came down and hit the truck, or just stopped and fell or landed. I don't know. That could be paranormal. That's harder to explain. I'm just throwing stuff out there, seeing what sticks in the logic out there. Let me know what you think in the comments. But I'm not convinced that's paranormal on that one. The light is weird. I'll give you the light. That might be paranormal. I don't know.
Final note. In the following video, a mother is mourning the loss of her oldest son, Alex, who passed away at the age of 22 and was battling depression. But in the end, he took his own life as his mental health declined. One of Alex's favorite activities was playing the guitar.
So yeah, that suicide hotline, very important, and I'm going to mention it on stream here too. If you're suffering from depression and you have suicidal thoughts, or if you're on medication that's having that effect, seek help. Call hotline, consult a friend, do something to help yourself. People will help you. So be sure to get some help.
It's weird not playing with that last string though.
You're missing a string?
Yeah.
Even after a long time, his mother could never move on and always thought about her beloved son. On one night, she's home alone and suddenly heard the sound of his guitar and pulled her phone out to record.
Alex, if that's you, can you do it again, honey? What the heck? Hi, Alex. Can you do it again, honey?
Okay. See, this is what I'm talking about. I'm glad we watched this video because this is exactly what I'm talking about. Sometimes spirits or paranormal activity can seem like a loved one that has passed on, and that's exactly what this seems like. It's responding to her in real time, and it could be Alex. It could really be Alex. I'm not going to discount that. But generally, I am extremely cautious, and I think all paranormal activity is demonic. I would be willing to bet that this starts out seeming like Alex, and then things escalate and get a little weird, and you kind of get the suspicion that it's not Alex. Let's see what happens.
Can you do it again?
Some weird.
Something else is going off down here.
It's weird noises.
Do you hear that? The speakers. Something's coming out of the speaker.
She hears the sound of Alex's guitar playing notes on its own. His mother truly believes this was her son visiting her from the afterlife and communicating through his guitar, which he was attached to. A faint voice can also be heard repeatedly saying, "Mom."
That is not what I'm hearing. I'm not hearing the word mom. I'm just hearing a repetitive sound that's coming out of a speaker. I don't think it's a word, to be honest.
Deeply shaken by the events, she leaves a final message to those suffering from depression.
If you are contemplating suicide, your pain does not end. It will never end. It will transfer onto your loved ones, and it will carry. And now I will carry, and my son's little brothers will carry his pain on and our pain for the rest of our lives.
So is this her son visiting his mother one last time? Or is it something sinister taking advantage of Alex's family during a vulnerable time? You judge.
See, even Depths of Despair realizes that it could be something else. And the fact that he ended his own life, something demonic could have already been there influencing him to do that, unfortunately. But if you're feeling like that, seek help. there's always a church. You can go to church. You can talk to a priest. You can talk to counselors. You can get professional help. Highly recommend doing that.
Delivery. On May the 30th of 2026, an Uber Eats driver was delivering an order, but as he arrived at the location, he realized the entire property was locked tight from the front and back, making it impossible to reach the door. So he left the food by the front gate and walked around the corner and waited to see what happens.
बैग पड़ा हुआ है अभी तक, पता नहीं आपको नजर आ रहा है कि नहीं। अब क्या किया जाए, कुछ समझ से बाहर है।
I hope he's on that motorcycle. I gotta adjust. Hold on.
क्या करूं, मैं घर के पास जाऊं?
Shouldn't have double dipped. Now I'm sore. My butt's sore.
What?
It's gone!
बैग गायब हो गया।
He looked towards his bike for just a second, but when he turned back around, the bag of food was gone, and there was nobody around. So he goes back to the gate, thinking something inside took the food.
Is that
anybody there?
Is that door open now? Was that closed before? That's weird.
I saw you just pick up the bag from here. I know you exist, and I know you are living here. I'm here just to talk to you, not to harm you. Can you give me any sign so I know that you're here, or any other type of...
Why, you asked anyway? Do you accept LBTGQ? As a Catholic and a Christian, you know, what you do on your own is your own business. And if you want to have a conversation about, well, really anything, I'm okay with that. I'm open to that. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna persecute you for that. But I just don't care to talk about that kind of stuff. So I don't know if that answers your question or not. But, if it's the mic changing colors, then I just like the fact that it does that. I think it's a cool LED function. So it's not anything, it's not representative of any belief I carry or anything like that.
Are you sitting here on the chair?
The house is meant to be abandoned, and he believes whatever ordered that food is already inside. But as always, let me know what you think. Abandoned. Two girls are outside late at night somewhere in Argentina recording a building just by the side of the road. The two girls were just walking home in the evening when they noticed something chilling through the window of the building. Watch closely.
That seemed really fast for a shadow, like somebody who was sprinting through the house.
Inside the building, a dark shadow can be seen zooming back and forth across the room repeatedly, catching the girl's attention as it was moving at a speed that looked too fast to be human, and had been doing the same movements for over 10 minutes. Later that same night, another guy notices the same thing.
So is this building supposedly uninhabited? Because it really just looks like there's a kid running around in there, or a teenager, or maybe two teenagers kind of chasing each other around playing something. I don't know. It doesn't, this actually to me doesn't necessarily seem paranormal.
Ahí está parado, Mira, Ángel. Ángel. Está parado ahí, mira. Ángel, mira, está parado ahí, mira. ¿Lo ves? ¿Ves ese negro que está ahí? Ahí se paró, mira. Fíjate, ahí se va a mover, mira. Ahí está parado, mira. ¿Ves ese negro que está? De lo de ahí, Ángel. Ahí está parado, ahí.
I would love to see the curtains peel back and there's just a skeleton face. Ah, creepy.
Hah? Akhir techo? Mira.
That seemed paranormal. That movement was very strange. It was kind of this diagonal, almost faster than people can generally move from 0 to 100 real quick.
The dark figure is seen zooming once again, although this time it appears to stop by the window and slightly turn towards it as if it was staring right at the guy watching it, before finally continuing to move in a strange manner. After this, the guy investigated the building and discovered that the place had been abandoned for some time now, leaving him shocked as to what he saw that night.
Well, if it's abandoned, why are there lights on? Did somebody go in there and clean it and they forgot to turn off the lights? Or what's going on here? That's just strange to me.
In the dark. In the next video, a woman named Kenzie was looking through her photo gallery when she noticed a video that was all black and had been on her phone for 2 years. But she had no memory ever recording it, so she decided to increase the brightness of the video, and it gave her the chills. Take a look.
I recognize that music. The Depths of Despair has played that music while watching videos and stuff on his channel before. It's just a creepy, it's known. That music's known. I don't know. This seems... Nothing about this video looks paranormal to me. I mean, what I'm seeing here is some darkness, some fuzzy lights, and I'm hearing creepy music that I know is like online music. Dun, 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 dun. Why is it
What looks like
closer?
a tall, dark shadow figure can be seen standing in the
Oh, I
doorway
kind
of
of
her
see that.
bedroom.
I
She
do
doesn't
kind of
know
see
why her
that.
door was open, as she always sleeps with it closed. The dark figure seemed to be facing towards her and was slowly getting closer. Even stranger is that she has no recollection of ever recording a video like this in the dark, and isn't sure why she would randomly record a dark video to begin with. The figure resembles the Hat Man, who is often reported to be seen during sleep paralysis. So just what did Kenzie capture that night? Let me know what you...
What's really creepy, and I'm going to share this with you guys. There's a few of you on, and I appreciate the likes and all of that. But I'll share this with you guys. That Hat Man has been seen and videoed in other countries, continents, and places. So could this be paranormal? Sure. From what I'm seeing on this video, again, nothing here is convincing me that this is paranormal. Yeah, there's a shadow figure, but the whole thing is a shadow. You can't see anything. I don't know what I'm looking at here. And the music that's playing is creepy music. That's been played on a lot of the channels before. Um, if we hear it again in the next time I hear that music being played, I will mention it on one of the future streams.
You think. They see it. A mother named Courtney was recording her daughter
They're
innocently
here.
playing around the house when her daughter suddenly starts acting strange, as if she sees something that's not supposed to be there.
That hiss sounded more like a sniffle from from a nose, like she just breathed in really hard, fast. That almost sound like it's almost like somebody has a cold, right? That hard sniff and then that grunt is like somebody trying to clear their throat.
What's wrong?
Mommy, what's here?
No one's here. What happened?
It's cute.
You scared?
One thing I will say, and this has been kind of documented, and I think it's kind of general knowledge, if you know anything about the paranormal, is mirrors can be portals. You never know what an object has been through once it comes into your possession. There are people who have went to gypsies, and gypsies have done ceremonies on mirrors and different objects, um, basically cursing the objects or um, praying for somebody other than God to bless uh, the object. So you never know what you're going to get when you bring something new in your. If it's brand new, manufactured, you could probably trust that. If it's some creepy doll you find out in the middle of the woods, probably shouldn't bring that in your house.
I did. I steal it. I monster and then steal a monster.
What?
A strange voice is heard coming from the left side of the room. Seconds later, the girl stops singing and looks straight in that direction before going to her mum and saying, "Mummy, who's there?" Then pointing and saying there's a scary monster there. Courtney had also been hearing some strange things around the house from time to time. Believing in her daughter's words, as they say, kids can usually see things we can't. She decides to move out without hesitation. If you have any video
That's pretty smart. So there's a guy on Instagram that's, "What the F are you still doing there?" He kind of shouts it. And that's the thing. He says, "Why are you still there?" You know, two things I've always said and will continue to say. One, consult the church, especially the Catholic Church, although sometimes Baptists do an okay job. Consult the Most High God, get yourself blessed, cast out any evil. And make sure you're not saying you're doing it, but that the Most High God can come in and do that for you. Make sure it's his power. I highly recommend getting somebody else to do it, though, who knows what they're doing. Second, leave. Just leave the house. I mean, just leave. It's not that hard.
Not alone. In the following video, a man named Brad lives alone with his two cats, and he captures something that makes his cat afraid to enter his bedroom.
So my cat's been watching that door for a while now. Oh. Oh no.
And then the cat just goes in.
Man. Freakiest place I've ever been.
And then the other cat just goes in.
Butter, get out here.
Those cats won't listen to you like that. Turn on the light. What are you doing?
Oh, I can't do it anymore.
The door opens on its own, attracting the cat's attention, but as he goes to look, a dark shadow figure is seen inside his room. And then moments later, it is now lower to the ground. The cats didn't seem too concerned at the time, but afterwards, they refused to go in the room anymore, and would just stop and stare at it from a distance. Now in this next video, a girl's horse warns her of imminent danger. You're gonna want...
So we just watched that one with the horse. So we've kind of caught up a little bit. All right. That's what I got for you tonight. Everyone, thank you for joining me. I appreciate the subscribes, the likes, the shares, especially the shares, so other people can also watch and follow along. Check out the live tab on my YouTube for all of my content, or at least most of it. You can also see me streaming live on Twitch and Kick, and also YouTube. Trying to get Rumble to work again. I'll probably research that a little bit more here, try to get that going. We'll play some more Mouse PI, maybe Friday, and try and figure out what major game we're going to play next. All right. That's what I got for you for now. Everybody, until Friday, be good to each other. Have a great night, and try to get some sleep.